But first, President Trump is on Air Force One, heading to the United Arab Emirates as he continues his tour of several Middle Eastern countries. This all comes after speaking to U.S. troops in Qatar just moments ago. The president set to land in Abu Dhabi soon after leaving that American air base. Business has been the name of the game as he looks for trillions in investments from the Middle East. NewsNation's Kellie Meyer is on the ground following the president, tracking all of his movements, and she's in Qatar with the latest. Good morning, Kellie.
Good morning, Anna. So President Trump just leaving Doha, Qatar. He just stopped at that U.S. military base, the largest U.S. installation in the Middle East. He says that was the stop here that he was most looking forward to in his whirlwind visit to the Middle East, speaking directly to American troops. He also talked about, speaking of business, he talked about a major investment in that military base, saying that Qatar is investing $10 billion to support that base in the coming years. The signs on the stage read, quote, "Peace through strength," as he commended the troops for their service. Take a listen to this.
The real strength of our military doesn't come from its fighter jets. It really comes from our people. That's you. That's why in my 2026 budget includes across the board. Maybe you don't want it. Look, for the good of the country, you don't have to take it. Pay raises for each and every one of you. As Commander-in-Chief, I will always do and fulfill my duty to you.
And he talked about the U.S. attacks on Iran-backed Houthi rebels here. He said that we hit them hard and got out. A focus here for President Trump is securing a new nuclear deal with Iran, something that he said today they are close to reaching, he says. Another big focus for him is on Russia and Ukraine peace talks. Qatar has often been a mediator in talks like Israel and Hamas, working out a ceasefire deal there, as well as the peace talks between Russia and Ukraine. He sent his top diplomat, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, there. Putin did not attend those talks. Zelensky calling the talks now a sham because he did show up there in person to meet with Turkey's President Erdogan to find an end to the Russia-Ukraine war. Trump saying that he would possibly go tomorrow to Turkey if something did happen. He said if it was appropriate. So a lot we're following as President Trump now heads to Abu Dhabi, the last stop on his whirlwind Middle East tour. We are expecting potentially more announcements to come, and then he heads back to Washington tomorrow, Anna.
Look, this is huge, Kellie, and the White House is revealing new details also about that massive deal between Qatar Airways and America's Boeing. What are we learning about this economic impact for the U.S. economy?
Yeah, a massive deal that was reached here that we were able to first break with you on NewsNation 24 hours ahead of that announcement. We were told by our sources that President Trump would be putting his pen to paper with the Emir of Qatar to sign that agreement with Qatar Airways, purchasing 150 Boeing jets initially. Then that rose to 210. We were told that the number would be around 200 planes, Boeing planes that would be in this deal.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.